Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Hummel, a Tier 6 German SPG, and this one's located on the north spawn of Lakeville under the command of FendaBenda. And he's got one mark of excellence on the barrel, and that's a 15cm howitzer capable of 680 Alpha. Now, it's based on the Panzer IV chassis. You see 8 bogies, that means it's Panzer IV. If it was 6, it'd be Panzer III. And this is the same hull that they use for the Nashorn. Put an 88mm gun in there, and that's what you've got. Okay, well, the battle has started. And FendaBenda's moving off to his firing position, and it looks like he's going to be, he's going to go to the house. Squash 2 cars, but that doesn't matter. Okay, now he's looking for enemies across the lake. He's not covering the valley at this moment, but he could. And we're waiting for an enemy tank to turn up. Well, there's one turned up in the valley, but there's an AMD turned up in the town, and he's just spotted an Su-14-1. That's the Tier 7 Soviet SPG at the back of the map. And he's dialing in on this AMX 12-ton and a T-71DA. Oh, and the shell went flying right between them. It missed him, but the T-71 did get stunned. Can he get shots on either of them? Well, he can't get the 12-ton because that rock's in the way, but he might be able to hit the T-71. The enemy Arty's been spotted, though. He just fired at our tank. And I think we're going to dial in around on him. Almost ready to shoot. Rounds out. Long flight, and it hits the target because there was no explosion at the other end. So we know he got the 14-1, but we just don't know how much damage he did. We lost our Leo, but it looks like that AMX 12-ton is still sitting there. And can we get the kill shot on him? Well, we don't need to because the T-29 did. Almost loaded. Going to try and hit that T-71. Our Crusader SP took out the Su-14-1, by the way. He fired a round in after we did and took him out the game. But that T-71's still there, and he's still stunned. And he's just got hit by the Crusader as well. Ow! And he's out the game. So, with 3 tanks up on the enemy, we're doing quite well. There's a fair number of enemy tanks have turned up at the outskirts of town, though. Our guys have managed to occupy most of the town. There's a KV-5, a Comet, and a Batchat 12-ton. There they are. FendaBenda seems to be involved with something else at the moment. He was distracted. Okay, now he's aiming. Going for the Batchat 12-ton. Fires around in. Gets... Oh, a direct hit. Wipes him out. 272. He took some damage just before our shell arrived. And it brought him down just enough so that we could penetrate and kill the tank. Or at least if it may have been Splash, actually. Okay, almost loaded. Reload time's about 24-25 seconds. And that's quite normal for Tier 6 SPG. Certainly is for the Hummel and the AMX-13F3. Fires around at the IS. Splashes him for 195. The shell landed on his rear quarter. It looks like our AMX-1357's found a Borsig. So he's changing fire with him. And looks like we're trying to get a shot on the IS, but the KV-5 is now... He's actually up against our KV-85, and I don't think our KV-85 is going to last very long because he's very low on hit points. And he's been killed. The IS got him, and our shell hits the KV-5, but it did stun the IS-3 at the same time, unfortunately. You can see where our shell landed. It was on the rear quarter of the KV-5. He's gone face to face with our IS-3 now, and I don't think that's going to work out too well for the KV-5 because the IS-3 will have the advantage in that case. But we are doing very well now because there's only 6 enemies left. We're looking for some enemies near the cap. There's a GW Panther. Oh, there's a Hellcat. Dialing in. Round out. Kill shot. He must have penetrated that Hellcat. The full 680 Alpha hit it, and 570 hit points, and he's gone. Nice shot. The Hellcat's got very, very thin armor, so yeah, he must have had a penetration there. Well, the rest of our team are closing in because there's only 2 enemies left now. A GW Panther and a KV2. And there's the GW. Dialing in. Rounds out. We fire prematurely. We splash him. And the Crusader SP takes the kill. That's the 3rd time he's kill-stealed, you might say. And that leaves just the KV2 to kill. And he's just around the corner. We can't get a shot on him at the moment. Not from our current position. But he won't last very long against so many opponents. Okay, we're loaded just in case he comes around the corner, but I don't think we'll need that. Yes, he's gone. The ISU 152 derped him, and he's gone from the game, and that's it. It's all over. Another quick game, just over 5.5 minutes. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's another ace tanker for FendaBenda in the Hummel. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11 in total, but he didn't pick up any other epic medals out of that game. But he did get Super Unicum Standard Win 8 with 3348. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest amount of damage in that game. That actually went to the ISU 152. He got 2,135 hit points. The AMX 1357 managed 1,775. And FendaBenda was just behind him with 1,768. So there was only, seven hit points between them. When it came to kills, though, there was 3 members of his team who managed to get 3 kills. The ISU 152, AMX 1357, Crusader SP, who was kill stealing off other people. And then, of course, FendaBenda managed to get 2 kills. But when it came to base XP, he was in 2nd place. The AMX 1357, he got a scout badge, and he also picked up the highest base XP, 1,182. And then FendaBenda came in just after him with 1,059. He fired only 8 rounds during that game. He got 4 direct hits, 1 penetration. That must have been the Hellcat. Splash damage on 7. Damage of 1,768 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did damage assistance for 106 hit points and stun assistance of 1,412 hit points off 5 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he actually got 38,434 credits for the battle, and after ammunition resupply, and it's fairly cheap, not too expensive, he actually took away 29,474 credits. He got base XP of 1,059 experience points, and there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. But he said this was the 2nd ace he had in one day, so he's obviously getting very good in the Hummel, and I'm sure we will be seeing epic medals for him very, very shortly. So if you enjoyed that replay, just give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel, and hopefully there'll be more replays for you to watch very shortly. Thank you.